COVID-19 regulations and that she's supposed to be on lockdown because it's 2021 and all that COVID stuff is going on. So this woman, she sees his car and she sees the warrant card. So she seems to believe that all of this is legit. She has no reason not to. So she apologizes and she tries to talk her way out of it. But Wayne, he isn't trying to hear all that. That's not what he's here for. He's here to kidnap her. So he takes out some handcuffs and he puts them on her. Then he puts her in the back of his car and he drives off. And here is where the story gets really dark. So Wayne drives them from South London all the way over to Dover in Kent. And there is where he had parked his actual car, not the one he rented. So he tells the woman that he needs to move her into another vehicle. Now at this point, I assume she's starting to feel like something is off about this. Like, why would a cop change vehicles to an unmarked non-police car in the middle of an arrest? And like, why have they been traveling for hours? Regardless, she's nice, she's not a combative person, she continues to comply, and she gets into the new car. Then Wayne drives them out to a remote rural location, and there he essays her, and he uses his belt, and he strangles her. And unfortunately, she doesn't survive this. Then he drives out to a piece of land that he happens to own way out in the woods, and there he gets her body out of the car and he dumps it inside an old abandoned refrigerator. And to ensure nothing can be traced back to him, he takes her phone and he throws it into a nearby stream. After that, he goes back home and he just continues on, living his normal life, as if nothing happened, like he didn't just kidnap and murder someone. That same day, he spends time with his wife and kids because, of course, he's married and has kids. He also calls and makes dental appointments for his kids that same day. The day after that, he goes back out to the woods and he pours a bunch of gasoline all over that fridge and he sets it on fire because he's trying to burn up the body and all the evidence, I guess. After that, he puts the remains in a bag and he dumps it in a nearby pond. That same day, he goes back to living his normal life. Like he gets breakfast at a coffee shop, he returns his rental car, he calls the local vet to talk to them about the health of his dog. But even more fucked up than that, 2 days later, he decides to take his wife and kids on a family trip, and he takes them out to that same area where he dumped that woman's body. Meanwhile, this poor woman that he killed has a boyfriend. And of course, this boyfriend has been calling her and trying to get a hold of her because he notices that he hasn't heard from her in a few days. And her not responding